Welcome to Word on the Street. My guest today is Matthew Modine. You may know Matthew as an actor in Jobs or The Dark Knight Rises, and he's best known as Private Joker in Full Metal Jacket. We're going to talk today about his new project, The Full Metal Jacket Diary, and dig into a little bit about what it takes to market a project like this. Can you tell me about why this project is important to you?
Well, the Full Metal Jacket book, I made a book with a metal cover, metal hinges, serial numbers on the back, and that book sold out rather quickly. So I was approached by this young genius from Apple Computer named Adam Rakoff, and who was a big fan of my book. And he said that what if I took my book and made it into an app? So he started working with a group of artists and technicians to create something that had never been created before, which has now been coined the term appumentary.
So thinking about sort of how you are marketing the book and how you brought this project to light, how did the sort of marketing plan come together?
Well, we didn't have a marketing plan. I mean, we just like how do you reach an audience? This is the great difficulty for every independent producer is how do you find an audience in a world that's so noisy? You do what you can. You really are doing something in a grassroots kind of way. And if it's interesting to people, they'll respond and they'll want to participate, purchase, invest, crowdfund, or if there's no interest, they don't.
Have you had any surprises through this process or things you've learned along the way?
I've learned a lot, yeah. You don't just make a video and put it up. That takes time, and it's really concentrated work that's not easy. So if you're watching and thinking, oh, I'm going to make a crowdfunding thing and raise $100,000 to make my comic book or my film or invent this thing, that there's a lot of work and a lot of responsibility that comes with it. You'd be surprised at how difficult it is. But the other thing that we've learned is we've developed a lot of relationships with publicists and bloggers and people that are always looking for interesting content. So it's through those relationships that it helps us to be able to get the word out and share information. Those relationships are very important, you know, because everybody's working for free, you know, so the content that you're giving them, you want it to be interesting and compelling so that they want to share it with the people that look at their blogs and stuff, you know, so it has to always be interesting. We live in such a noisy world with so much advertising, so much television, so much internet, so much stuff coming at us all the time that we crush that little voice that's inside of us that helps us to define who we are as human beings. And if you live in such a noisy world with so much stuff coming at you, you're never going to discover who you are.
So tell us briefly how to get a job like yours.
When I moved to New York City and I studied with this great teacher named Stella Adler, when I came into her class, she took one look at me and she said, if you came here to be a movie star, you should get up and leave. I don't teach that. She said, if I'm lucky, I'll teach you to be a human being. And that's all I ever wanted to be. And that's what I want to be. So if you want to be a human being, then I think that you have to, to answer Kurt Vonnegut's question, is learn how to open your heart, learn how to take blinders off, you know, and not see the world this way. Try to hear another person's point of view. Try to see things from another person's perspective. Try to understand what it is to walk around in another person's shoes. Try to get into another human being's skin and see the world from that person's point of view. And what you discover is that we all share a desire to be peaceful and loving and to appreciate our brief moment on this planet. Thank you. All right.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.